right, good morning, everyone. Welcome back. Let me check my settings. Every now and then I get like this, spidey sense that I goofed up something. But all right, looks good. Welcome back. Number one. Sunday is the anniversary, the birthday of the greatest country in the history of the world, and you may not like me saying that. And listen. I love all countries, all 180 of them. I love them all. You guys know me. I want the best for everyone. I want everyone to succeed. I want everybody to be prosperous. But I'm sorry. The United States of America is best. I mean, I'm sorry. There's got to be a favorite. There's got to be a best. There's got to be a number one. And it is the United States of America. That being said, keep in mind the market is closed Monday morning, all day Monday. So, again, if you're outside the U.S., or maybe, you might think that since the 4th falls on Sunday, you might think the market is open, but in observance of Independence Day, I like to say that history began on July 4th, 1776. Everything before that was a mistake. I'm pretty sure I stole that from Ron Swanson, but anyway, market is closed Monday in observance of Independence Day. Doesn't necessarily change anything. Just know, listen, this is the biggest reason I bring it up. If you're swing trading some sketchy low float, you got to remember you're holding it all the way till Tuesday. And again, I'm not saying you change your approach in any way, but just be aware. That being said, I'll have Nicole drop a couple links. We've got 2 sales. Basically what I would call why do these video platforms always pause me at the worst possible spot? Anyway, we've got I swear the preview, they hate me. It's always like the worst it's like I look like got hit in the face or something. Anyway, we've got 2 sales. One is what I would call like the Cadillac sale. You get everything, okay? Incredible deal. I think it's you save like $900. Now, this is the Cadillac plan. I mean, you get everything. You get the ebook, you get the platform, you get breaking news, small cap rockets, breakouts and breakdowns with Jack and Kyle. The whole kit and caboodle, as they like to say. Then we've also got a lower price sale. There's just a shorter period for 2 weeks. So if you want to check the stuff out, $17.76. So anyway, I say pick one of them. We only and I know you guys aren't here for the sales pitch. You want to talk stocks, but you guys know. Cut me some slack. If you've been here the last year and a half, I don't come on here and do sales pitches every freaking day. You guys know that, okay? We only run a couple sales a year, usually around holidays, 4th of July, Black Friday. So before you all lose your minds, Tim, I'm not here for a sales pitch. Hey, in the last 16 months, how many times have I done it? 3 times? This is probably the 3rd. So anyway, Nicole will drop the links in chat. If you're watching this non-real time, they'll be in the description. Let's get to work. Jonathan F. says, is MRIN the main watch? Oh, God! Man! So, yes, Jonathan, MRIN, why? So, as I went live, this spiked again. So, why do I sound so full of anguish? I was hoping that this was just going to trend sideways into the open. But yeah, you guys remember last Friday? Remember last Friday when I quit over MRIN? Anyway, that being said, yes, number one, dip and rip, and VWAP hold. So here's the thing. If MRIN runs too early, so if it runs right at the market open, if it runs in pre-market, remember it's Friday, okay? So there's like double the chance of a squeeze on this, and also understand it's a Friday before a holiday weekend. So at the end of the day, I know there's only like 3 smart short sellers left. You know, it's like smart short sellers are a freaking endangered species. Here's a suggestion to any of the 2 or 3 smart short sellers left on the planet out of 8 billion people. You 2 or 3 need to seek each other out, and you may or may not be attracted to each other, but for the continuation of your species, hey, sometimes you got to take one for the team. All right? So to the 3 left on the planet, reach out. You've got the power of social media. You've got the power of social media apps, text messaging. You can Google each other. The 3 of you get together, take one for the team, and do what you can to extend your species, because there's none of you left. Okay? That being said, any smart short seller will be out before a holiday weekend because they know it's going to get worse on Monday. Scott Sizispooski. Scott, I love your last name. ASTS Space Play. Ooh. So obviously space stuff is in play. Listen, I don't come on here to I always say spike the football. Okay. Before I gave up on the Detroit Lions, when I gave up a few years ago, I grew up a Barry Sanders fan. All right. And, what was Barry known for? He would, when he scored a touchdown, he handed the football to the ref and he went to the sideline because his motto was, they pay me to score touchdowns. They don't pay me to dance in the end zone. They don't pay me to spike the football. I get paid to score touchdowns. That being said, I told you this was going to happen. I freaking knew there was going to be like this crazy billionaire competition to shoot themselves into space first. You guys know. I said, when Bezos said that, I'm like, you know what? Elon's going to want to do the same thing. I said, Bezos is going to want to try, and Bill Gates is probably Googling, how to build a rocket right now. Because Bill wants to shoot himself into space to beat him. Tim Cook's probably Googling, rockets for sale, So anyway, that being said, ASTS, no volume. I would say if you're going to trade a space play, trade number 1, man. Trade the leader. So now keep in mind on space, I'm going to say this. This is so much like AMC the other day. Okay, so remember what I said over and over on AMC? This is not trading like a $50 stock. Think of this. So this is that rule of 10. Understand that this stock is going to trade like a $5 stock. So when it breaks 550, when it breaks 6, when it breaks 650, all of these whole dollar, half dollar areas all the way up. Especially if it breaks, that 6 level, which is 60. Okay. Understand when we use this technique when we're trading the crazy volatile higher price stocks like Tesla. All last year, if you remember, all of 2020, we used, that it was the rule of 100 in Tesla's sense, but you will notice, and whether or not you trade space, maybe it's too high priced, but understand, you got a small account, man. If space really gets going today, you don't need a boatload of shares. Okay. Understand, if you got 50 shares and this thing runs $10-15 or something, it's not a bad day for a small account. So don't count out space just because you got a small account. If you focus on the right higher price stocks with tons of momentum, with stories, with great volume. What do we got? 5 million shares traded. You can trade these higher price stocks if you use the rule of 10. We talk about it every day in the Steady Trade team. So that's my thing. Space, rule of 10 over 6. and whole dollar, half dollars all the way up. TAT, after hours mover. TATT. 3 million float, traded 3 million. Is this is this a space play? Yeah. So I like that. So here's a good example. Thank you, Jeffrey. So Scott Sizapolewski, and I know I butchered your last name. Look, if you're going to look for a low price space play, look at a low price space play trading 3 million shares versus what was ASTS? 30,000 or something? 40,000. So there you go. TAT, much better low float space idea, much better volume than ASTS. Okay. Now listen, if fast forward to 2 o'clock, if ASTS is trading, 10 million shares, well, you can throw everything I said out the window. Okay. So, all right, guys, I got a little too chatty today. We only got to a handful of stocks. Some other main watches for me. Listen, so let me break these down a little rapid fire here. MEDS, red to green. I spent too much time bragging about how cool the United States of America is, so sorry about that. CUEN, red to green. Hey, for the Independence Day only comes once a year. So MEDS, CUEN, CERE over 30. Shorts are bagged after the offering. And then AUUD, red. Whoops. So all these are recent runners that have held up all week. So any recent runner that's held up all week that goes red to green on a Friday, especially a Friday before a holiday weekend, they're all in play. So, all right, MRIN, probably number one. Space, a close second. TAT, nice volume. And then your main afternoon short squeeze ideas on red to greens, MEDS, CUEN, CERE, AUUD. Check out the sale. Get on the weekend watch list. Okay, I always like to remind you every Friday. Space was on the weekend watch list, by the way. Anyway, weekend watch list is free. Take advantage of one of the sales. And again, we only run a couple sales a year. Now's the time. Listen, I push these. I don't make the decisions, but I always push them to do an Independence Day sale because it is the coolest day. Well, except for maybe Christmas. Christmas is pretty awesome, but Christmas, hey, Christmas is pretty freaking cool, but Independence Day, close second. All right, have a great day, everyone, and we will hopefully see you in the Steady Trade team. Otherwise, see you Tuesday morning. Good to be back. I know I already said it, but I really enjoy this, and hopefully you guys enjoy it, and hopefully they were lame. I was like, what am I pouting about? Just go back, Tim. Go and lose your too much, Tim. It's like pain. You seem to enjoy it. So anyway, have a great weekend. We'll see you somewhere. Have a great Independence Day and whatever. I butchered the closing. Worst closing ever.